Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like us to quickly shift our focus to Gilbert DEYA. We all remember Gilbert DEYA, the miracle baby story. Now, Gilbert DEYA died in a grisly road accident when he was using the Kisumu Bondo highway. So he involved himself in an accident, and that's explained in the following video. Just watch this video. Now from that video, ladies and gentlemen, you can see his SUV is badly damaged, and that is already confirmed in the pictures that you're seeing on your screen. So those are pictures of the car that Gilbert DEYA was using. Now, Gilbert DEYA, when you hear that name, of course you're reminded about the miracle baby. So I want us to go through this story of Gilbert DEYA because there are many people talking about the issue on X. For those of you who've been on X today, you must have realized that there's a story there on DEYA. And I don't know how many of you remember DEYA vizuri. Gilbert DEYA, for those of you who don't remember the story, here I'll share with you something about Gilbert DEYA. But first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, kindly support this channel by liking this video, subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support.
His lawyer and a team of detectives was what characterized the arrival of Archbishop Gilbert DEYA to the country.
Fine, I'm happy to be on Tuko.
Alleging that the preacher was involved in a child theft and trafficking syndicate.
Now, Gilbert DEYA, who is termed as a stonesman turned evangelist, lived in Britain but was extradited to Kenya to face criminal charges. So there was issue of rape, there was issue of rape, then there was issue of child trafficking. So on the issue of rape, in 2013, DEYA was arrested in the UK and charged with raping and attempting to rape a woman and sexually assaulting a teenage girl. He was found not guilty on all counts in 2014. So on the issue of child trafficking, Gilbert DEYA ministry claimed that DEYA's powers allowed him to be able to cause infertile women to become pregnant. DEYA claimed that though the power of prayer and the Lord Jesus has helped sterile women give birth, in UK, one woman was claimed to have had 3 children in less than a year. The women traveled to Kenya in order to give birth. On her return, a suspicious GP alerted the local social service department, leading to court proceedings to protect the babies. DEYA's wife, Ada, also known as Mary DEYA, was arrested during November 2004 in Nairobi and charged with stealing children, 10 children, none of whom had any genetic connection to the DEYA family. were found at Deya's house. 20 babies were placed in foster care in Kenya, and after DNA tests showed they had no connection to their alleged mothers. Rosa Tieno Kiseren, a former pastor with Deya's ministry, was jailed along with Mrs. Deya. So upon release from jail, Kiseren confessed that the miracle babies were a hoax created by the Deya and their accomplices to deceive me and other fearing people. So what that followed is that Deya had a warrant of arrest. Deya had a warrant out for his arrest in Kenya for the trafficking of babies out of the country. So in 2004, the High Court in the UK ruled that a miracle baby in London was the victim of child trafficking, and that the supposed miracle displayed was a ruse in order to generate funds from a deceived congregation. So Justice Ryder ruled that in order to maintain the illusion of a genuine birth, the child's mother was seriously assaulted and a live child who had been born to another family was presented to her as her child. He also ruled that birth as described was a falsehood, not a criminal. So those are some of the reasons why Deya had to be extradited to Kenya and he faced criminal charges. So this miracle baby performer has died, and that is explained in the numerous stories that are surfacing online regarding an accident, a grisly road accident that took place along the Kisumu-Bondo highway. So I don't know how many of you remember the story surrounding Deya. Just go below in the comment section. You can tell us something you know about Deya. I was almost forgetting about him because the last time I heard about Gilbert Deya ni kitambo. It's this accident that I actually remembered that I had to remember Deya. This accident is what has reminded us about Deya, ladies and gentlemen. So just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think about this story around Deya. Do you believe that Deya was a miracle baby performer? Ama ilikuwa ni tu stories za jaba? So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.